Hi, it's Dan from Rose Awnings. Today I'm going to be explaining on how to make a skirt for a camper van or a van, motorhome. Um, so you may have bought a Thule Panorama room, a residence room or another brand. You're wondering how you're going to attach this skirt because a lot of rooms don't actually come with any kind of attachment. They'll supply you with the material, but you won't actually have any kind of railing or want to fit railing. You can see these motorhomes are actually quite tricky. There's a lot of bumps, curves, a lot of awkward surfaces to work on, so fitting a rail to that could be potentially challenging or not worth doing. So what I'm using here today are these things. They're Dometic limpets. So they're a really good product and they work really well. They hold the skirt tight to the van. You can position them on different types of surfaces. The only thing that they don't work on is this kind of beveled surface. So if you've got something like this, you may want to opt for something a bit softer, like a rubber sucker. That would work quite well, but ultimately you want to use these as much as you can because they will hold the skirt to the van really well. You can see I've started this one and I've actually punched two, so they're holding on really well. No chance of those coming off as long as this surface is clean. I'm working my way along, and now you see this is where it starts to get tricky. So a lot of these vans, and this is a Bailey Adamo, one of the more awkward vans to work on, the actual door drops down. So if you look from that side angle, if I was to put this skirt across, you're going to potentially trip up on that when you come out your door. So it's really important that we do this well and we make sure it's secure. So because this surface here is a bit beveled, there's no chance of something like this working there, so I'm going to put some soft rubber suckers there, potentially some down here. I'm actually going to cut this out, so if I stand back you'll see it better. That skirt is going to have like a smiley face cut out. I'll show you that at the end, so I'm going to get cracking, install this, and then I'm going to do another video just showing the skirt and how well it fits. I'm also going to be making a wheel arch cover, so there's going to be no gaps whatsoever. When this room's up, it's going to be nice and toasty. No chance of wind getting underneath the van and ruining your lovely awning. So thanks for watching so far. Stay tuned and I'll update you in a moment. Right, so you can see that I've got the skirt on now. Fits all the way along, lovely. I've still got that door to contend with. But all I'm going to basically do is get my pen, going to mark it, so just about there, just about there. So that's enough for me now to come down here, find the corner. What you could actually do, if you wanted, is take a pencil and scribe it like this. And I'm in fact going to do that in a moment, but I'll do that off camera and I'll come back once it's cut and I'll show you some more. Right, so that's done and I'm pretty happy with that. So we've used these softer suckers and actually punched onto the more awkward parts of the van. So these actually work really well. They're not quite as strong as the Dometic limpets, but they serve a purpose, and I wouldn't personally use those to hold the skirt all the way along. They're just not quite as strong, so they don't do the job just as well. Hopefully this van door's open. You can see we've got all that protection, absolutely no draft, so really happy with that all in all. One more piece is the wheel arch cover. Now really simply, all I do is cut a piece of fabric, so I'll measure that wheel arch, I'll tuck it in behind the skirt and I'll use the limpets up above. But again, I almost hit my head on the awning, silly me. I'm gonna cut that bit of fabric, punch the limpets, and then I'll show you what that looks like in the next clip. Look at that, done. So that was really easy. You can see it's all still holding on really nicely. The wheel arch cover, that's cut to size. I did have a piece lying around which made it even easier. Thule do sell a wheel arch cover. It comes with some kind of press studs which have got a sticky back, or they come supplied with press studs which I believe you can screw in. I might be wrong on that. Anyway, I don't use those. I use these limpets. They're really, really good, as you can see. And I will show you one up close. So we'll go for one of these. I didn't clean this surface, naughty, but they're still holding all right. So the back part of the sucker comes off. You can see, spinning it out, reveals a thread. So there's two parts to the back. There's a piece that forms it and a piece with a thread. And all you do is you go through your hole which you've punched and tighten that on. That's something I neglected to mention. We do actually have a special tool called a limpet punch down here. So we sell that on our website. We sell the limpets on our website. We sell these other suckers on our website, and they're actually made by Malenko. So they work really, really well, but I'm really happy with the outcome. I'm sure our customer will be too. So when he's got his new panorama room fitted, he's going to be totally draft free, and that's what's important. We're not just about selling the product here, we're about a experience. So this customer's come down, he's come down for an install, he's come down for a demonstration, and we're going to make his first time of putting this room up a good one. And that's what it's all about. You don't want to get an awning out of bag, have a bad experience, never want to put it up again. So important to obviously sell that along with the awning. But yeah, I've done enough talking and you've seen the outcome, so thanks. On to the next one. Thanks guys.